Good morning. So this morning my mom and my dad have graciously offered to watch Joshua for a couple hours so I could do whatever I wanted to do. So I thought about it and decided that I wanted to come down to our playroom in the basement and organize and clean up. So we've had some transition things going on, like I've been trying to purge toys, but then now we have the little guy, so I don't want to purge too much because he'll probably want to play with things. But this room has mostly become the Lego room for my older kids, and it needs some organization. Most of this stuff is Legos, but there is a lot of toys that I need to go through. We recently bought one of those cubicle shelves. You can see it over there, from IKEA. And it was for my son's closet, but it did not fit in there, so we're going to use this for down here instead. And then we got them a smaller one for their closet. So I'm going to take this opportunity while they're watching Joshua, and we just recently got these shelves to try and organize in here. So I thought I would have you guys come along and we'll see what we can get accomplished in just a couple hours.
You promised me to tell if there's anything haunting you. You leave without saying where you're going or where to. Should I worry that you won't come back? Should I worry that you will forget? My sense is telling me I shouldn't worry, you know the truth. Ooh, yeah. I can never take away our story now. And I know you feel it too. Our story, it's too precious now. Yeah. I can never take away our story now. We've come too far to waste our story. It's our story now.
Let's go.
You promised me to tell if there's anything haunting you, and you leave me unaware if I might have been hurting you. Ooh, should I worry that you won't come back, or accept you need time as a fact? My heart is telling me I shouldn't worry, you know the truth. Ooh, yeah. I can never take away our story now. got me feeling alright. Whenever I'm around you, baby, you make me feel so
This stuff is what's left after cleaning the playroom. Up the steps. This stuff either goes upstairs or the kids have to go through it and figure out what they're keeping, what they're throwing, and what goes where. Because these were random things I put in the basket that I didn't know what the home was for it and what it actually was. And then there's just like random things, like I don't know if they want to keep that Star Wars Destiny box and that Lego box, things like that. There's some cat toys down here that need to go up. Random clothing. I think I'll do another video another day of redoing this section. This is our main area in the basement where we watch movies, play video games, and hang out when we have family over and friends. So this just kind of needs an overhaul. It needs to be vacuumed, dusted, maybe reorganize some of the furniture. I need to get a type of shelving situation for their games. They have a what do you call that? Nintendo Switch, and they have an Xbox, and there's also a Wii. So they kind of need a better organization type thing over there, but I don't really know what to do yet. I've been kind of keeping my eye out for some shelving. But there's just like random furniture down here, some of which we don't even use. So a lot of this needs to be cleaned up. We've started making that like more of a catch-all, and I don't want it to be a catch-all area. I want it to be, you know, for like drinks and snacks and stuff like that, because we do have a nice setup with a mini fridge and a microwave and cabinets that we just don't utilize that space well. So maybe someday I will go through this and make a video on kind of just redoing our whole basement area. I also have, like, we have things around, like a nice foosball table that just needs the feet put back on so it's not slanted, and then the kids can use it, or we need to get rid of it if they don't want to use it, but it's nice to have for company. And then the air hockey table, it works fine, it's great. We actually got it for free from someone who didn't want it anymore, and the kids just always throw their Legos and stuff on top of it, so it's not ever able to be used because they don't want to remove everything to play. And so now that I've cleared that off, I think maybe they'll enjoy it more. And if I move the Legos to one of the cabinets, then they can stand on either end of the table and enjoy that. So I'm happy to get that stuff cleared off so that they can enjoy that table. I'm going to dust it off, and I think they'll be excited to see the results here. All right, so my time is just about up. I need to go upstairs and give Joshua lunch and relieve my parents. But I made some good progress in here, as you can see. So I'm just gonna give you a little overview of what it's ending up like. So this counter over here has been a catch-all for the kids' Lego creations and random like items my husband needs to deal with. So I just kind of pushed his stuff to the side. I really don't know where that stuff goes, but basically anything Lego that looked like the kids were actively building or had built, I tried to keep it in one spot together. And then the rest of the Legos that were not sorted and didn't look like they were being played with, I just shoved in this bin where they're just random. We have had our Legos sorted so many times by color, by set number, by all kinds of ways, and it just doesn't stay. I'm sure if any of you have kids that have Legos, you understand that whole battle. It drives my oldest nuts because he likes his stuff to be sorted. That pile there is Lauren's, and she likes to keep most of her Legos separate, so I'm going to have her get a little basket and take them up to her room where the rest of her Legos are. But this is all way better. There's my crafting area, and then I was able to fill the new shelves up pretty good. Some of these bins are temporary, like that gray bin there, and this navy blue bin, and maybe that bucket. I just kind of tried to categorize things and put them together. I might try and get different baskets later for those. And then I had put anything that was a littler, smaller vehicle, put in this basket. Some of Joshua's toys and the bigger vehicles that didn't fit in baskets just put on the shelves. I'm going to make the collection. We have a bunch of wooden vehicles. I'm going to bring some of those down from upstairs, and there's too many toys up there right now. So I might bring a few more books down just for this to be an activity room. The play kitchen is organized with all of the play pans and food. I'm trying to keep all of the lightsabers in the corner there. There's a ton missing, and I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're in my son's room or what. And so I just have the bigger items down there. I tried to collect all the Nerf guns and all the bullets together. There's the bullets. And that's the car race set that they didn't want to be taken apart, but they wanted to keep. So I put that all together. This is actually now empty. I was going to sweep it out and then maybe use it for something in here. And then this actually has all of the, what do you call those? Hex robots and those hex bug sets that the kids wanted to keep. And then their Legos there. I don't know if they're going to keep them there or put them in this closet. We have a closet with shelves in there. And then the same goes with this counter. I tried to keep all of Andrew's random things separate, and he needs to go through all those things. And then cleared off the Legos and wiped this down. So we have some cabinets we can use. This cabinet has games that are mostly geared toward littler kids. And then we have a bunch of more games upstairs in a game closet. And then this cabinet I think is empty. Yeah, so we could put the Legos in there if they wanted to. This one is empty. They could use that for storage for toys and whatnot. And then this has my craft stuff and the Wii games. The kids go back and forth between using the Wii and the Xbox. I'm excited. I made a lot of progress. Looks way better. So comment down below if you have any feedback on how you do your playroom. If you have a playroom in your house, this is how we do ours, and it really sometimes looks like a tornado went through here, but this is way better. I think the kids will be excited to play down here now.
But I